These are my top 10 games in the Steam Next Fest 2025 that you should be watching out for. Hello, Pet Reviews here. The only requirement for this list is if it was fun. That's it. Did I have fun playing it, or did I fall asleep? Some are coming out soon, most are not. Let's get into this. This game is called The Last Citadel. This game is a roguelike dungeon delver shooter. It's supposed to be played in a party, but I went solo and still had a good amount of fun. You get a dude who gets a few guns, a few abilities, and your job is to kill all the demon things. Pretty simple. The guns were all different, and they were fun to use. Then you got the upgrades and abilities to mix and match and find a good build for yourself. The zones were fun to explore, even when I went long periods without fighting anything. With random events like an extra challenge from a mysterious ghost or a cursed artifact just sitting there, it is very random, and that is part of the charm. I hated the graphics at first. I was thinking, what in the name of Talos did they do? But before I even finished the first stage, it had grown on me, and I appreciate the style. This game is being developed and published by Honest Demon, a new studio as far as I can tell. For an indie project, this was damn good. It gives Risk of Rain vibes sprinkled in with some Doom. If I had friends, this would definitely be something we could play all night. I will say that these types of games with better marketing and established popular universes still fell within the month. I do think this can go far, but it has a long way to go. With the release date set for 2025, I am iffy about this one. I do want to fully play it at release, but I am just not sure how the rest of the game will look by then. This game is Grit and Valor 1949. It is a tactical mech game based in an alternate history as if World War II never ended. So the story is the war never ended, one side is about to lose, but there's a super risky plan that only you can pull off. Gameplay has you commanding mechs and killing enemies on different maps. Some maps have different objectives like stop these missiles from shooting or protect these camps. It is kinda hard as your mechs don't heal in between fights, but when you die, you just return to headquarters and buy some nice upgrades, things repaired, and you start the mission all over again. This game is really not bad, I just couldn't get around the small map sizes. This is supposed to be a World War II game. It was okay, and if this is your type of game, definitely keep it on your list. Developed by Milky T Studios and published by Megabit Publishing, set to release March 26, 2025. This is Solarpunk, survival crafting game that will have you foraging for food, planting for resources, and everyone's favorite, hitting rocks. This game has a unique art style, and I like it a lot. You play a dude who's stranded on some floating rock, and your goal, obviously, is to survive. What sets this apart from other survival crafting games is the calmness. No, you won't find any dinos trying to eat you or sandstorms you gotta take shelter from. None of that. Just some islands, some chickens, and some flying machines, with plenty of islands to explore and build on. Game has no combat at all. The sounds are perfect. Had a rainstorm come through, and well, I love rainstorms, and it felt so nice. Though my character did have to stay up all night because I couldn't find enough cotton to make my bed. This game is being developed by Cyberwave and published by Rockaplay. Release date sometime in 2025. If you like Stardew Valley, you will feel right at home here. This is Dragonkin the Banished. It is basically just Diablo. Replace demons with dragons and ship it. That said, it does seem very lore heavy. I mean, super story driven here. The demo was a lot of fun and had you playing these pre-made characters who were already pretty high level. With good gear and awesome skills, getting to the city was pretty easy. Then I started an end-game run and got destroyed instantly. It seems it can be online or offline, so more friends the better here. I was disappointed that it lags sometimes. I feel like a demo is where it should be absolutely flawless, and this was not that. If you like Diablo or Path of Exile, you will probably enjoy this game. However, I don't know why you would want to play this over either of those. This game is being developed by Eco Software and published by Nacon. Sorry if the pronunciation is different. Set to release March 6, 2025. That is in just a few days as of recording. This is Arcana. Arcana is an arena survival magic shooter, hard to define really. Best game I can pin its likeness to is Risk of Rain 2. You and your buddy get attacked by evil things, so you gotta fight your way to safety. With levels up akin to a roguelike, you get stronger and stronger with new spells and powerful skills. In the demo, there seems to only be fire, ice, and arcane spells, and they kinda combo with each other. Casting is a little awkward as you have to select the spell, then click, which is fine until that spell is on cooldown. This game surprised me, was fun, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for it. This game is being developed by UCSB Gachu Gamelab and published by Red Athena Studios. No release date as of yet, so we might be looking at a 2026 or maybe even 27 release, which means they're going to be adding a lot, probably. Hopefully. This is Mythic Battlegrounds Demonic Siege. You play a normie official in some fantasy kingdom when you are given a new task: investigate all the evil attacks as of late. So you pack your bags, saddle your horse, and set out on an adventure. You find a commander to give you aid as you manage the town and defend it against evil. Crew yourself a little army, build and upgrade buildings, and turn your little army into a big army. This was a lot of fun, and it's a pretty easygoing game. There's no direct combat, you just kinda watch your little dudes fight, but that's okay. After I got the mercenary hub, I was able to recruit some really interesting units, even a dragon. Who doesn't want to add a dragon to their army? No one. Literally everyone wants a dragon in their army. If you like auto battlers, keep your eyes on this one. This game is being developed by Dochi Games, and they are self-publishing, set to release April 4th, 2025, so that's not far as of recording. I definitely plan to buy this, even if I won't be spending thousands of hours on it. This is Nordhold. You ever played or seen Bloons Tower Defense and just want a little more out of your game? Well, behold, Nordhold. This game has you managing workers to give you resources for every wave of monsters. Start with arrow towers, expand to fire throwers, lightning boys, you get the gist of it. The map is procedurally generated and each new wave lets you build more towers, though you're not going to fill up all the spaces. Upgrade housing to get more worker slots and then buy them with food, while other things like wood and stone are used for crafting different towers and building unlock. This game was a blast and I will probably return to it before the demo is finished. The main hook here is the meta progression. As you kill more mobs and do more waves, you get honor, which lets you get special upgrades that only apply to your next village. So when you lose, you get rewarded by making the next round just a little easier by giving you a head start. Most of these options were locked in the demo, but it would be fun if these upgrades were not just bought one time. Nordhold is being developed by Stunforge and published by Hype Train Digital. It is set to release March 25th, 2025. With the fun heroes, the unlocks, and random flag upgrades, all with a meta progression system behind it, it is worth checking out if you like Bloons Tower Defense. This is the first Berserker, Kazan, some cool looking dude who's about to die, and follow him on his journey to salvation. And by salvation, I mean he slays a lot of people. Probably not all evil people, gets inhabited by a demon of sorts and kind of partially transforms. This game is set in the Dungeon Fighter online universe, and I am not all too familiar with them, but they do seem to have extensive lore about all kinds of different powers related to the Berserker. The gameplay is very Souls-like. It seems extra floaty, but combat is still pretty brutal and overwhelms you quickly. It did lag a bit, but it wasn't that bad. I'll chalk it up to loading shaders in the background. This game can be amazing and might be a big hit when it comes out. Developed by Neeple and published by Nexon, which is a good sign. They have quite a few niche games under their belt that even a decade later still draw in fans, though they got a couple flops on their record as well. People just have to wait and see. Scheduled release is March 27th. You can already pre-order it for $60. This is Lost Skies. It is an action-adventure, open-world, survival, crafting, sci-fi game. Man, that's a lot of words. You can make a character who's been asleep for a long time and the world has ended. Now you wake up and explore what remains. You may have already noticed, this game runs super bad. Like, I don't know who thought making a demo with insane lag spikes was a smart idea, but it will definitely hurt the game in the long run. Looking past the lag though, there's a lot here to enjoy. You got fun tech, cool gliders, and awesome floaty ships you can eventually unlock, though I did not get that far. Art style looks good, but something just felt a little off. Maybe it was just the lag. This game is being developed by Bassa Studios and published by Humble Games. No info on release date yet. This one is on my wish list, and I hope it doesn't flop like other open world survival crafter action adventure games have lately. I need some coffee after that sentence. This is Roman Triumph Survival City Builder. You are an official in the Roman Empire, and the Emperor has a job for you. Build a town in enemy territory. You get to build a small village that expands into a great city like Rome. Well, not exactly like Rome. You have all the tools to make it, but you also have frequent friend visits. And by friends, I mean big mean barbarians that want to burn your village down and steal your good Roman wine. So how do you stop a bunch of barbarians? Well, with an army, of course. Turn your loyal citizens into fodder when those attacks hit. Did I say fodder? I meant great warriors. Manage your resources like any other city building game with the added intricacies of defending your new home. Build walls, erect towers, and keep those wineless bullies out. There is a lot more I want to say on this, but as only the demo was out at the time, I will save it for full release or early access, because this really was fun and I will definitely be playing this. This game is being developed by Core Effect Interactive and published by Forklift Interactive. Make sure to keep this on your radar as no release date is announced as of recording, just sometime in 2025. I hope you guys enjoyed my list. Thanks for watching, and I will see you down the path, gamers.